Hello, trading is closed on September 2nd, 2022. Let's start with our disclaimer as we always do. We'll review our calls and make some predictions. This is my trading plan for Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. Please remember, I can be completely wrong. Any trade you make should be at your own risk. Also, I have personal business in the early part of next week, and it's unlikely I will risk any of my own money in any calls I make today. We looked for the pattern with the early low, which is this. We said this was a possible reversal pattern, but we needed confirmation. Confirmation would be to go past yesterday's close by 1 cent, and I said nothing would be certain until we traded over the highs of the prior consolidation. The ideal situation would be to close over those highs and confirm them by trading higher the next day. So is this confirming or not? Well, all the way down we had lower highs, lower lows. Right now we have higher highs and higher lows. So I think this reversal remains alive, but if we trade under these lows, then I'm just wrong. This is a reminder of what we said. These are my calls for next week's daily patterns. This green line and this green line are excellent support resistance levels. As I've said, these are prices at which the FOMC announcements were made months ago, but the market never forgets them, and they can be helpful even months later. I think it pays to keep track of them. We have an optional target, 39.5502, 95% chance we see it on Tuesday. Have another target. If it doesn't print, then we forget it. Another target, 39.60.01, most likely by early Wednesday. Unless we gap down smartly, that's my call. MEJT says this drop isn't the real thing. All the sustainability criteria were not met, and so it should retrace. This is a weekly chart. This is Tom DeMark's TDST line. We're now one full bar under the line. That's where support is. To break support, you have to trade one full bar under the line. Here's one. Here's the second bar under the line. That's breaking of support. And then you have to trade past the close by 1 cent. That never happened. This was as far as you could stretch it without breaking support. This is the first full bar under the line on the weekly chart. If support breaks, you have to print one full bar under this and then trade under that low by 1 cent. You won't know that until over a week from now. So let's look at the daily chart. This is Tom DeMark's TDST line on the daily chart, 39.2105. Support extends to one full bar under the line. So again, on the daily and the weekly chart, we're at support. We have a reversal bar involving the lower Bollinger Band on Thursday. So far, that low's held. So you can't say this has accomplished what it has to accomplish yet. Could all change Monday, but right now, it's a drop to support, but not through it. Here's our big volume spike. These things occur near major lows. Notice that yesterday we traded under the Bollinger Band. Today we stayed over the Bollinger Band. It's another sign of a reversal in the market. Here's the daily chart. This is the last leg up. We stopped right at 61.8%. It's a typical retrace. We have dropped right to support and not broken it yet. I don't know what will happen Monday, but if we don't gap under these lows, that support is likely to hold. Here's the 15-minute chart. It's a clear 5 waves down. Let's take a look at this. Last line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great fibs. Here's yesterday's lows. It wouldn't have taken much to break them. Yesterday's lows held after the market futures rallied. If we were going to collapse, you'd certainly expect the market to keep on dropping. You'd expect everyone to throw in the towel. This is a retest of the lows, and for now at least that retest has held. Remember, next week I have personal business. I might not be risking any of my own money on this, and I might not post every day, although I'll try to. Tuesday's pattern has the early high. We could still gap it down. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. Failure is a straight line drop. A big move should be coming. There are higher MEJT targets. Unless we gap down smartly, expect to see them by early Wednesday. We've dropped to, but not through, a strong support level. Unless we gap under the lower day, that support's likely to hold. The volatility index is on the Bollinger Band reversal buy signal. NASDAQ McClellan oscillator is far under its lower band. It's typical of a low. We have support from TDST lines from a 61.8% Fibonacci retrace, and the wave count shows a complete 5 waves down. Today's drop was due to a news announcement, something about Russia cutting off gas supplies or something. The rule is such a drop should be reversed quickly and completely. My indicators call for a huge rally on Tuesday. Trading under today's low is a reasonable stop. I'd be suspicious of the call failing if you weren't gapping up on Tuesday, and if this call fails, it should fail big time. So all my stuff says this support holds, and we have a huge rally reverse all this drop. Naturally, when the market makes huge moves, I'm unavailable in that day, so as far as risking my own money, it's unlikely. But if this low holds, and it's very likely to if we don't gap under it, we should gain back everything we lost today and perhaps a lot more. I think it's a successful retest of these lows. If I'm wrong big time, but that's what I'm looking for. It's a pattern with the early high. That's today's call.